Hey, Scott from West New York Brews here, and on this review I'm going to show you the Smart Brew Kit from Sensei featuring the iDip photometer. We're going to show you what's in the box, how to use it, and then the results that you get from it. So first, let's open this thing up. In the box, we have the instructions right here. Extremely useful. We have the acrylic calibration key and the instructions on how to use that. We have the instruction manual, which I've already read through. It is extremely useful to read through this if you want to know what you're doing. And we have here a default unit of measure. Now, this is the thing that I didn't look at first, and I actually asked the company, and they very politely reminded me to do this. It says the exact iDip is used for a wide array of applications, so the app allows you to change the default unit of measure for many tests. By selecting the Profiles tab in the app menu, brewers should consider modifying total alkalinity, chloride, calcium, and sulfate. So I sent them an email and said, hey, my total alkalinity, chloride, calcium, and sulfate are all off from the readings that I know my water to have. And they very politely sent back, hey, go into the Profiles tab and change your units of measurement. So, totally my fault. I'm going to show you how to do this. So, you also get a brush for cleaning. You get calcium hardness test strips. You get chloride test strips. You get sulfate test strips. You get total high range hardness test strips. You get total alkalinity test strips. And you get pH test strips. Then, of course, you get the iDip. And this connects to your phone, and this is the heart of the whole operation here. So let's move this out of the way and walk you through an actual test. Things that you're going to want. You're going to need a sample of water. You want to run your water at your house 5 minutes before taking the sample, so you're not sampling any water that's been sitting in pipes for any length of time. You're going to need a few other things. Let's get them. So we have our smartphone. We have a towel. We have something to dump the water in when we're finished testing it. And then I have just a little trash receptacle, a solo cup, that I can put the used test strips into so that I'm not staining anything. I suppose you don't actually need that one. So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to first download the app. We're going to connect this to the app via Bluetooth. Then we're going to rinse out the collection cell here, fill it up with water, put one of the test strips in there, move it back and forth for 20 seconds as this counts down, then remove it from there and allow the photometer to hit it with some light and get a reading from that, because the strips are either going to change the color of the water or the haziness of the water. And it's going to read that and let us know how much of certain ions are in our water. So let's check it out. So here's my phone. Ignore all of the notifications. You want to look for the exact iDip app in the App Store. It's going to look like this. Opening this up, you're going to need to go to the store. Okay? Bundles for the 525 NM. The Smart Brew bundle here is $18.99. So you're going to need to purchase that for this to work. Okay? Next, you want to go into Profile and change the preferred units of measure. So, preferred units of measure, if you're going off of a similar water report, for example, total alkalinity is CaCO3, that is correct here. Calcium Default, it's going to read it as CaCO3. You want it ppm as Ca, okay? So you're going to go ppm as Ca, okay, that's your preferred. Chloride, you want your ppm as Cl, not NaCl. Magnesium, you're going to want is Mg. Let's get down to our sulfates. You're going to want your sulfates as S, not as SO4. So once we are done, you're going to need to create a customer. Okay? There's me. I am a customer. I am doing this for a friend of mine, so I'm going to create a customer through this. You could choose from your contacts, or you can put somebody in. I'm going to put in Scott K here. K is good enough for now. Done. And then we're going to go to Bluetooth test. Okay? Next step, turn on the iDip. So when we turn this on, it's going to connect right there. We are going to select test. We are going to choose one of our tests here. Let's start with alkalinity, Al. Then we are going to rinse out our collection cell 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then fill it up. We're going to cover it with the lid and click 0. This is nothing in the water right now, zeroing it out. Excellent. So now we take an Al strip, we hit read, we move this back and forth for 20 seconds. When it gets to 1, we take it out, we cover up with the lid again. And it's going to show us the results here. There you go. Our total alkalinity is 93 ppm. Notes can be added in the results page. This is the results page. You don't want to save yet. Next step, we're going to go site, because we're going to need the site if we're going to save it. New customer site. This is Scott K's site. So I'm going to write OP because this is Orchard Park Water. P. Okay, there's our site. There we go. Alkalinity, total alkalinity. Don't save yet, because we're going to go back and we're going to continue to do the rest of the tests here before we save it and get it all in one report. So that is the iDip photometer from SendSafe. And you could send your water away to one of these labs and get the reports like this. But especially in Erie County, where I'm told that all the water is practically the same. And as people have been sending me their ward reports so I can check this out, it is almost exactly the same everywhere across Erie County. And the results on here, the one that gets sent out for $40 a piece, are almost exactly the same as the results on here. In fact, everything is within 5 or 6 ppms of each other. That includes the multiple ward labs. So if you want to send it out once, send it out to the ward labs. But if you are the kind of person who wants to check the water every week, if you live in a place unlike here where the water can vary greatly and you want to check multiple times a year, or you want to check various sites, this is probably the way that you want to go. I'm getting very similar results from this to all the ward lab reports that I've seen from around here. And this one, I have 50 strips instead of just the 1. So if you're doing the math, that works out to about $6 per test instead of $40 per test. So thank you for watching. It's pretty cool, and I am doing this for all my friends now. I am checking all their waters too. Thank you for watching. Check out WNYBrews.com and the rest of the videos on YouTube. Thank you.